DeBrosse, the gun lawyer.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming on the program. It's great talking to you.
I appreciate it, Sam.
You know, we just heard Alan Schulman, the city council president in Canton, Ohio, go on a 5-minute rant, and I guess the end result is he really doesn't want gun owners to go visit the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton and bring our tourism dollars to town, I guess.
I guess indirectly that's what he's saying.
I mean, what was your take when you heard this just diatribe from the city council president? Again, he starts talking about the incident that we've discussed on this program before with the police officer in Canton, Ohio, who's now been suspended and an internal investigation is underway. I don't think anybody's bashed the entire Canton Police Department. I think people have questioned this officer's actions, but Schulman says that gun owners have been complaining about the police department, and then he turns around and gives both barrels not only to right to carry holders, but to the very idea of concealed carry.
Right. I mean, I was really flabbergasted when I heard it. Everything he said to me was very illogical and very, very emotionally driven. And it's almost like he didn't take a minute to step back and think before he spoke. And everything he said, it made no sense to me whatsoever. And you're right. All he did was just, go after the gun rights movement and the foundational principles that we've instilled through the Second Amendment.
Yeah, the idea when he talked about why would anybody want to carry a gun in a bad part of town at 1:30 in the morning? Well, why would you think somebody, a right to carry holder, would want to carry a firearm in a bad part of town at 1:30 in the morning? Perhaps for self-defense.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it just goes more toward the mentality and the belief that these big government people want us to be unarmed. They want us to have the government take care of us, and that we shouldn't be taking care of ourselves. I mean, that's completely the mentality I got from his diatribe.
Yeah. Now, has there been any fallout from this rant from the city council president?
There's been a lot of little grassroots movements popping up. Ohioans for Concealed Carry, whom I represent, we take a very cordial approach to these issues. We haven't been organizing any protests or anything like that. But I know on Facebook there's been some talk about protests going on and maybe putting up a candidate to run against him in the next election, because I believe he's running unopposed here in the next election.
Oh, really? Is it now? Do we know what the filing deadline is?
I think it's coming up real shortly here in August at some point.
Well, it's. I mean, it's sad that you have these politicians that still believe this, because, as you say, it was so illogical. He talked about, well, if other states have these same laws, and bad things are going to happen. We have seen shall issue right to carry laws pass in now I think we're up to 41 states with shall issue. And there hasn't been a single problem. In fact, Illinois is now the only state in the country without any form or fashion of carry laws on the books. And while the right to carry revolution is taking place around the country, violent crime has dropped.
Well, absolutely, Cam. And just as well as I do and your listeners, is every time we further the movement, every time we further the cause, there's always this fallout. There's always these liberal politicians that cry there's going to be blood running in the streets. And what always happens? Restaurant carry, shall carry laws, all these different stand your ground laws, nothing happens. If anything, crime is always reduced.
Absolutely, and Ohio is no exception to that. It's a real shame that the council president decided to attack law-abiding right to carry holders in an attempt to, I think, defend the indefensible. Again, nobody's complaining about the entire police department. In fact, from what we know, Derek, it sounds like even before this dash cam footage was made public, the officer in question had already been placed on suspension. The internal investigation had already been launched. So I don't think anybody's been complaining about the Canton PD, just the actions of this one officer. I'm still trying to figure out what on earth Alan Schulman was thinking.
No, I agree. Ohioans for Concealed Carry, we have law enforcement officers as part of our organization and leadership, actually, and we're very pro law enforcement. So we've never come out against them. There might be some other people that have, on their own accord, maybe come out and made phone calls. We're not really certain of that. Mm-hmm. But we have not publicly come out against them. We've come out in support of the Canton PD. And we're just pushing and pressuring them to do what's right here, and that's to definitely fix this situation. And if you listen to that diatribe at the council meeting, at the very end, he tries to correct himself and say, well, I'm not against guns. I'm all for hunting, just not self-defense.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I would encourage the council president to start reading some of the recent case law when it comes to our right of self-defense. Hey, Derek, thank you again, sir, for coming on the program. It's great talking to you, and hopefully we'll see if Alan Schulman issues an apology or perhaps tries to walk back his comments regarding right to carry.
It'll be interesting to see what he does.
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, Cam.
Derek DeBrosse, the general counsel for Ohioans for Concealed Carry, joining us here on NRAnews.com.